Hello and welcome. I'm Clarissa. Thanks for joining me. And this video, I wanted to do a video diary. So this is my first video diary log, I suppose, because I feel like I am maybe perceived as like a machine, to be honest. I feel like maybe I need to introduce a personal approach to me, instead of just churning things out and boom, boom, boom. So, hi. Hi, I'm Clarissa. Okay, as you can see, just completely unprepared. Don't even know where to start, really. But I'm just, first of all, I'm just grateful for you being here and allowing me this opportunity to connect with you in another way. I feel like for years I've been, from the moment I knew that I could create, that's what I've been doing. Just create, sometimes with the point of view of gain and sometimes with the point of view of just enjoyment. So along the way, that's just how it is. And because I'm a really high energy person, it looks like I just come at things, just come at life. And I suppose it's a good and it's a negative, but that's just how I operate. I think I go to the gym as well, so I do try to burn off the excess energy, but it doesn't work. It's just there, revisiting me again in another morning. I'm pleased about that. So I wouldn't change it. It's just that we associate assertiveness with a woman more negatively, and we're unsure about what it means when a woman is super assertive, maybe super confident. So it kind of it creates a little bit of edge. And I don't mind that. It starts a conversation, isn't it, really? But no, just I think I just wanted to just approach a video in a different way, instead of tarot, astrology, whatever else I'm doing that week. just be myself, to show you what my friends get, I suppose. I can hear my friends now saying, don't do that. Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to say hi, and maybe just talk about some of the things, maybe some of the reason why I have this drive, I suppose. I think it's just been there from a young age, but it's just changes. I've accepted that about my life, that I have huge change abilities. I make choices. As soon as I think of something, I jump into it, and then I learn along the way. So as you're learning on the way, you make mistakes, and sometimes that can be part of the problem, because there's expectation that you've got to be, if you're producing something and you're showing something, you've got to be a certain way. And how could you have the, I suppose, the ego or the confidence to produce something in such a way, and then learn as you're going along. There's always learning. Learning is just a life process. And now I feel like I've come to greater levels of understanding and learning things. And I think I've mastered some things, but I also do accept that there's things I've got to learn. And I think what's changed over the years is that I'm just more inclusive of what everybody feels. It's not just doing it because I want to create something and I feel like I can do this and that, but how does it actually serve? How does my energy actually serve other people? And this is where the spirituality came in, because it was the emotion. I always felt like I was quite intuitive, sense people's emotions. They would say one thing, I'd feel another, have to decipher what a person really means. And I'm sure loads of people know that we've all got intuition. We all understand the relationship between how words can be limiting. So we have to rely on what we feel from another person, what we believe it to be for ourselves. But to actually use it as a tool, that creates another level. To be able to use your intuition to be something else. This is where I got to. So I could just be, I don't know, an advisor in some way of the emotional in space. But it never started like that. I knew about intuition, but it never started with a want to help other people. It was that's just the way life was. That you just had that knowing about life. You lead with knowing. I definitely went through my ego journey. I think in my 20s, early 30s, I had to really be shaken up to get to this place. I think if I was still in that ego journey, I don't even know if I would like who I would have grown into at this point. So I'm looking back at things. I'm so pleased that I went through the journey that I went through. I went through the things that I went through because I think it just made me relate more to people. And then when you've gone through, an escalator version of emotions over and over again, different things, every step is different. You learn so much about life and our human experience. There's probably nothing much that can shock me anymore, because I think I chose to go into depth as well. I chose experiences that would help me to understand things much, much more deeply. It's just something about my life that when I do things, it's on show. Even if I try not to, something is on show somewhere. So you have to go through those experiences on show. So I'm just like, so this is when I realized that part of things, this is when I started to contain parts of my life and only present certain things. And this is probably what you see, just the one woman band with the trumpet and the drums and the harmonica and the piano. Just trying to do it all and doing it with just intuition and whatever tools I have available. It's good. And so I need to expand past that for my own growth. I feel this sense that I need to move into another level of my own understanding about how I interact with my environment, especially going into this new online space. It's even more so that you've got to use this online future that we're having to be a reached out arm version of how we feel. So how do we communicate our feelings through the online space? And like the younger generation that's coming through, they just like, part of them, they're just expert at it. And the other part is just like, why? Why does it have to always be about what we present online and things? So I think they've got that to deal with. But for us, a bit older, we're still just navigating. We're still kind of watching. Some people have got it really handled. And I think, I do think it's a benefit, technology in the online space. I can definitely see the problems, but I definitely feel like it's been an amazing way to connect with people that I would have never been able to connect with before. I think like half of the friends that I have are through online interaction, because when we've been able to meet if they live on the other side of the country or in another country. So I do see the benefits of it that way. It's just the masks that come with, the whole avatar experience, creating our own personas. This is the hard bit. So this is what I feel like I want to just swing the other way with that. I want to present the real version of me. So should I start with my list of my flaws? Would that? No. We're not doing that. Not in this video. Not in this video. I think one flaw is I think too fast. So sometimes my words, they they jump over each other. I think that comes out sometimes in the readings that I do. Yeah. I think probably a flaw that I'm prepared to speak about is probably the strength that I exude. It's high strength, I think, and this, the willpower, drive, the non-stop train action that I have. I'm a high drive person, and I'm very passionate about life, and I think that can come across as, a stubbornness maybe sometimes, or even an archetypal mind that doesn't know how to bend. But I definitely I'm trying to learn what that means. Trying to be accommodating. But I think that's probably one of my flaws, that maybe I come across too strong, because genuinely I'm quite a strong person. But then I also understand the huge concept of compromise. And because I'm single, so if I want to have this divine love, then I have to compromise. Is that right? You can tell me if that's right, because this is apparently the concept we're supposed to have in potential relationships. We're supposed to compromise. Is that true or no? Especially as a woman, we're supposed to be compromising. Anyway, I don't know. This is what I'm trying to do. So I think, this is a lot of strength, but it means that I definitely feel like I've had my own direction. I feel like I'm just led with my own knowing. Being strong doesn't necessarily have to be a negative. It just needs reflection. I don't know where I'm going with this video. I have no idea. I have to look back and, oh God. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for being here, listening to me jibber jabber, complete gibberish. But actually, this is the other part where you don't see. This is, I suppose, the flaw. I just random thoughts, but it's that's the whole thing. It's what we project and what we are. Really, the small circle of people see, it's completely different. So thank you once again, and I appreciate you. And until next time, honey, take care. Bye.